Today, I redrafted the 2025 NFL Draft. Now that they've played their rookie seasons, we have a pretty good idea how some of these draft picks look, and some of these guys have definitely flashed early and look like they're gonna be stars, but others definitely struggled throughout their rookie years. And obviously, all these guys still have the chance to develop, but just in an overreaction, 1 year sample size, let's give every team a redo. So, with that being said,
with the first pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Jackson Dart, quarterback, Mississippi.
Now, honestly, the Titans are such a mess that I don't think you can really fault Cam Ward for his rookie struggles. And Jackson Dart's played less games this year, but still looks better in my opinion. And he's got his own dumpster fire of a team to work with. So for the sake of making the video more interesting, we're shaking up number 1. Now, with the second overall pick, we're gonna keep Travis Hunter going to the Jags. But then at number 3, you can probably guess what we're doing here.
The New York Giants select Cameron Ward, quarterback, Miami.
I mean, this was a given. You knew this was gonna happen when Dart went number 1. With the 4th overall pick, we got the Patriots sticking with Will Campbell. With the 5th overall pick, the Browns are now gonna select Abdul Carter. At 6, the Raiders are gonna do what they really should have done in real life and select Armand Membu. Do not get me wrong, Genty is very good, but when you suck as bad as the Raiders, you need to build your line before drafting skill players. Like the Jets did last year and in real life with Membu, and they desperately need a receiver to pair opposite of Garrett Wilson, and the best receiver in the draft is still on the board, so they're gonna get Emeka Egbuka. At pick 8, the Panthers are gonna select Mason Graham, who slid in this redraft. At pick 9, the Saints are gonna get Tet McMillan. At pick 10, the Bears are selecting the tight end that they should have picked in real life, selecting Tyler Warren over Colston Loveland this time around. At 11, the Niners pick Jahad Campbell, and I'm honestly shocked that Jerry Jones didn't trade up in real life to make this happen. So in the redraft, they're taking Ashton Genty, which is a perfect fit to make this explosive Cowboys offense even better. At 13, the Dolphins get Gray Zabel. At 14, the Colts still draft a tight end, but this time it's going to be Colston Loveland. At 15, the Falcons snag Carson Schlesinger. 16, the Cardinals draft Josh Simmons. At 17, the Bengals get Michael Williams. Then Tyler Booker goes to the Seahawks at 18. Xavier Watts goes to the Bucks at 19. And at pick 20, I got the Broncos selecting Cam Scadaboo, who went all the way in the 4th round in real life. Then at 21, I got the Steelers taking Quinshon Judkins. At 22, the Chargers take Trevion Henderson. Then the Packers take Trey Amos at 23. The Vikings take Jacob Parrish at 24. The Texans help their line with Tate Radledge at 25. At 26, the Rams are going to grab Mason Taylor, who I think would be a perfect fit in this Stafford and McVay offense. But then at 27, the Ravens get Kelvin Banks. At 28, the Lions grab Will Johnson. The Commanders take Omarion Hampton at 29. The Bills are going to take Derek Harmon at 30. The Chiefs take Deion Walker at 31. And to round out the first round, the Eagles select Nick Emanwari. Now, obviously, how well some of these guys have or have not played in real life is very situational based on the teams they were drafted to. So let's sim to the playoffs to see how well they do on their new teams. But real quick, if you're liking the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button too while you're at it, and let's start in the AFC. We're in the East. The Bills got the 1 seed going 13-4, with the Patriots also making the playoffs. But their rookie D-tackle that they got at pick 30, Derek Harmon, put up 9 sacks. And for the Patriots, Will Campbell, who they took with the 4th overall pick, gave up 17 sacks. That is not great. And in the redraft, the Jets took Emeka Egbuka with the 7th pick, and he had a pretty great rookie year, putting up 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns. Now moving to the North, the Ravens and Steelers both made the playoffs, and the Ravens' new first-round pick, Kelvin Banks, only gave up 7 sacks with over 1,000 downs played. But the Steelers' rookie running back, Quinshon Judkins, had a great year because he put up 1639 and scored 18 touchdowns. And the Bengals took Michael Williams 17th overall, and he was able to put up 11 sacks this year. It's almost like drafting a good defender for a terrible defense is a good idea. But unfortunately for Abdul Carter, he was banished to the Browns, but he still did put up 8 sacks this year for them, which is significantly better than he's done with the Giants. And wow, in the South, the Titans won the division going 10-7, with the Colts also making the playoffs. Okay, yeah, now it makes sense why the Titans were good, because Jackson Dart threw for 4,200 yards yards and 36 touchdowns. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say the redraft was a good idea for the Titans. Now for the Colts, their new first round pick was Colston Loveland, and he had a pretty solid rookie year, putting up 615 and 7. But Travis Hunter had a phenomenal rookie year for the Jags, putting up 1247 and scoring 15. And last for the AFC in the West, the Chargers were the only team to make the playoffs, which kind of makes sense because their rookie running back Trevion Henderson led the division in rushing, putting up 1,100 yards and scoring 9 touchdowns. The Chiefs finished second in the division with Deion Walker, who they took at 31, who only managed to put up 3.5 sacks for them. The Broncos finished third in the division with Cam Scattaboo, who they took with the 20th pick, and he had a pretty decent rookie campaign, putting up 966 and scoring 9 touchdowns. But now on the NFC side, the Cowboys got the 1 seed going 13-4, but the Giants actually managed to make the playoffs going 10-7. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Cam Ward was the Giants' savior because he had MVP numbers, throwing for 4,800 yards and 50 touchdowns. Titans Cam Ward could never. But it doesn't stop there because Ashton Genty had a great year for the Cowboys, leading the division with 1,500 yards and scoring 17 touchdowns. For the Eagles, Nicky Manwari led the division with 10 pass deflections, but only was able to grab 1 interception all year. And on the Commanders, Omarion Hampton rushed for 908 and scored 4. Now in the NFC North, the Lions were the only team to make the playoffs, but the rest of the division went 9-8. Will Johnson, who Detroit took with the 27th pick, only had 1 interception, but he did manage to add 2 sacks for them. The Vikings took Jacob Parrish at 24, and he had 1 interception on the year. Tyler Warren, now in the Bears, had a great year with almost 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. But the Packers might have got the steal of the first round with Trey Amos because he led the division with 7 interceptions. But now moving to the South, the Bucks and Falcons both made the playoffs. Xavier Watts, who went to Tampa at pick 19, only had 1 interception on the year. But Atlanta's new first round pick, Carson Schlesinger, had a great year, putting up 9 sacks and even managing to grab 4 interceptions. Mason Graham had a semi-quiet year in Carolina, putting up 4.5 sacks, and Ted McMillan on the Saints had 774 and 9 touchdowns. And lastly in the West, the Rams and Seahawks both made the playoffs. And like I said, Mason Taylor was a perfect fit in LA's offense, and he had 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. And Jahad Campbell, now on the 49ers, put up 5.5 sacks. But it's just crazy to see Cam Ward lead the league in both yards and touchdowns. I mean, there's no way, right? Nope, he actually did win MVP. I mean, I'm not surprised based on his numbers, but I am surprised because it's rookie Cam Ward. And wow, Travis Hunter won Offensive Rookie of the Year over Jackson Dart, but Michael Williams did win Defensive Rookie of the Year. So now, this is gonna be our playoff bracket for this season, and we'll start in the wild card round with the Giants versus Bucks, because we gotta see the MVP Cam Ward in action. And normally we would jump in later in the game, but he was so ridiculously good this year that we gotta see how he does on his first drive. Oh my God, how was that caught? Okay, yeah, this is all starting to make some sense because it feels like they got the devil magic luck on their side, and now they got the opening drive touchdown. Wait, how is Isaiah Likely on this team? So you know what? Let's sim to the 4th, where they're actually down by 3. So now it's 3rd down. Let's see what they do here. Ward throws quick, and he hits Wan'Dale Robinson, who gets a first down. And the Giants didn't call timeout, so the clock's under 10. Ward's gonna throw, and he's got Neighbors for the touchdown. So the Giants win this game, and the MVP Cam Ward is moving on. And we move on to the Patriots versus Chargers. And this game's tied up at 10 in the 4th quarter, but the Patriots got the ball with a chance to put up points. But now it's 3rd down, and they gotta convert so they don't give the Chargers a lot of time. But Diggs is open, and he's got no one in front of him. So he's gonna go all the way for the touchdown to give the Patriots a 7-point lead. But Herbert's got a minute 15 and 2 timeouts to work with, and he throws quick to the outside. But that only gains 4, so they gotta hurry up here. He's gonna scramble. No, he's taking a shot deep, but he misses. So that makes it 3rd down. Let's see what they do. They just gotta convert, but they're actually gonna get a big first down all the way to the 29, and they burn a quick timeout, and that's gonna gain another 4 there. They're at the 25 as the clock goes under 40. Herbert's rolling out to his right, and he's gonna get sacked. So they use that last timeout, and Herbert steps up and throws the ball out of bounds. So that makes it 4th down. This is probably the last chance here, and Ladd McConkey's got it for a first down. And they spiked it to kill the clock, so they're at the 18. Herbert throws end zone, but he overshoots it. So it's third down with 7 seconds. Let's see what he does. He goes end zone again to no one. Just throw it to one of your guys to give him a chance, and that's not caught. So the Patriots hold on to win this game. Next, the Steelers blew out the Ravens, and their new draft pick, Quinshon Judkins, had an insane day, rushing for over 200 yards and scoring 4 touchdowns. Dude was straight up in beast mode. So next up, we got the Falcons versus Rams, and late in the fourth quarter, the Rams are up by 6, and they got the ball with a chance to put this game away, and Stafford's gonna throw to Mason Taylor, who's open for the touchdown. So they'll win this game 29-17. And last up for the NFC, we got the Seahawks versus Lions, and this game stayed tied at 0 till the very end, but the Seahawks will attempt a kick to win the game as time expires, and from that distance, there's no way he misses. So to finish up the wildcard round, we got the Colts versus Titans, and late in the fourth quarter, they're down by 4, but Jackson Dart and the Titans got the ball in midfield with 90 seconds. It literally makes no sense to run the ball there, but Dart's throwing this time, and he's got Calvin Ridley who's gonna snag it and get all the way to the 21. And they're saving those timeouts, which I think is smart because they got time. And Dart's got Pollard with space in front, and he gets out of bounds. And now they're so close, but they're running out of time. Dart steps back, and he throws, and he hits Calvin Ridley, who shakes the tackle and gets to the 7. The Titans use that second timeout. Dart's alone in the backfield. He steps up, and he's gonna run and get into the end zone for the touchdown. So win this game and move on to the Divisional to take on the Patriots. And in the fourth quarter, they're down by 3, but they got the ball in the red zone. That run gained 8 and got him to the 4. It's a screen pass to Pollard, who's got a blocker, and he's got a touchdown to take the lead. But did they leave the Patriots too much time? That one wasn't even close, but they still got nearly 2 minutes and 3 timeouts to work with. And now it's already third down as the clock goes close to 90 seconds, and he's hit as he throws. So that quickly makes it fourth down. The Patriots have gone nowhere, and it's broken up. So now one first down for the Titans here, I think wins them the game, because they just need to burn those timeouts, and I don't know why they're throwing, but he hits Calvin Ridley, who's gonna pick up the first down. So win this game and move on. So next up, we got the Seahawks versus Rams. We're in the fourth quarter. LA is down by 6, and it's 3rd and 4 from their own 36. Stafford's got time. He steps up, and he runs to pick up the first. That keeps their season alive, but the clock is going under 90 seconds. Mason Taylor grabbed that to gain 9, but Stafford's thrown again, and he throws sideline, and he's got Taylor for a first. So now they're up to the 35 with just over a minute. It's a double play action, and Stafford throws across the middle to Devontae, who shakes 2 tackles and gets all the way down to the 1-yard line. And they're still saving that last time out, but Kyron Williams gets the touchdown. So this extra point is going to give them the lead. So win the game by 1 point. And now to finish off the AFC, we got the Steelers versus Bills. And with 2.5 minutes to go in the fourth, the Steelers are down by 11, but Judkins has space, and he's going to slip a tackle, and he's got no one in front of him. So he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. But now they're going for 2 to make it a 3-point game, and DK Metcalf's got it. But now they need to make a stop on defense because they're out of timeouts. And we just hit the 2-minute warning, and it's third down. So if the Bills pick it up, this game is going to be over, and that first down's going to do it for them. So win this game and move on to the AFC Championship. And last up for this round, we got the Giants versus Cowboys. And in the fourth quarter, Dallas is down by 4, but they got the ball near midfield, and they're getting a huge first down to CeeDee Lamb. That moves them all the way up to the 31, and I would love to see Genty, but Dak's going to get sacked. So that makes it 2nd and 19 now. They got to get like half of it back here, and they actually do, but it's third down, and Dak throws across the middle, and he's got Tolbert down to the 4. So now they're in a prime position to take the lead here, and Genty gets in for the touchdown to give them the lead. But the Giants have 3.5 minutes and 3 timeouts to try to tie this game up, and he's got Slayton up the seam for a huge first. And now I would love to see them still run the ball, and they are, because they can kill a lot of time here. And they've run it down to the 2-minute warning, but it's 3rd and 6. Ward's under pressure, and he's got Neighbors for a first down. So that brings him up to the 11 with just over a minute to go. So now it's 3rd and 7 from the 9. It's a screen pass to Tracy, and he's got space in front of him, and he'll get in for the touchdown to give the Giants a 4-point lead very late in this game. But the Cowboys still have a chance, but Dak's gonna go to the end zone. They gotta hope to just get lucky here, but they don't. So the Giants win this game, which sends them to the NFC Championship to take on the Rams. And in the fourth quarter, they're up by 6, but the Rams got the ball at the 10 with 4 minutes to go, and they're gonna get the touchdown to Mason Taylor to give them the 1-point lead. And now the Giants have worked it to the 43, 3, but there's only 2 minutes to go in this game. But Neighbors is getting a big first down, and they spiked it on first down, so they're at the 35, and Ward gets sacked. So that makes it 3rd and 15. The Giants' season's on the line here, but Ward's got Neighbors for a huge first down. So now they're up to the 20 with 35 seconds, but Tracy's got space, and he's gonna get a first down. And they ran the clock all the way down to put up the kick as time expires. So win the game and send them to the Super Bowl. Cam Ward is on a generational run. But now will they face the Titans or Bills? But now with 1:20 to go in the fourth, the Titans are down by 3, and they got no timeouts here. That got him a first down up to the 45, but the clock's going under a minute. Dart throws, and he's got his tight end all the way up to the 26. But the clock is ticking, like they gotta get the ball out of bounds on this play, but Pollard's not gonna be able to. But now the clock's under 10 seconds, they gotta make sure to at least get the field goal, but they're actually gonna get the touchdown. So win this game in the last seconds, giving us a Giants-Titans Super Bowl. And on the opening drive, the Giants have worked it to the 29, and Ward throws, and he's got Neighbors for a first down. That catch and run put him up to the 11. Ward's gonna throw again, and he's got Wan'Dale Robinson for the easy walk-in touchdown. And now in the Titans' first drive, they've worked it to the 4, but it's 3rd and goal, and he's running backwards. And they're actually gonna go for it on 4th down. I love the aggressive call, going for it early, but Dart throws, and he's got Calvin Ridley, who barely makes it across the goal line, but he is able to make it in and tie this game up. And now jumping ahead to the middle of the 3rd, this game's still tied at 3, but the Giants are gonna convert on 3rd down and get all the way to the 1-yard line. It honestly looked like they scored, but they're gonna get it here to give them the lead in this game. And the Giants have held that lead to the start of the 4th, but the Titans are getting down to the 1. And a false start backed him up 5 yards, but it's a read option, and Dart's got no one in front of him, so he's gonna get the easiest walk-in touchdown to tie this game up at 14. And both teams traded 3 and out, so the Giants got the ball with about 2 minutes to go, but they're backed up at their own 15, and it's 3rd and 15, and Ward's actually gonna take a deep shot here to Malik Neighbors, but it's gonna be broken up. And on the ensuing drive, the Titans have worked the ball to midfield, and this screen pass to Pollard is gonna get into Giants territory. So that gives them a fresh set of downs, and Dart's gonna throw, and he's got Calvin Ridley open for another first down. And the Giants actually called timeout because they know if they don't get a stop, this game's over, but Tony Pollard's getting down to the 6. And the Giants were slow to call timeout there, so the clock's under 30, but Dart's taking off, and he's got space for a touchdown to give the Titans the lead very late in this game. And the Giants have worked it to the 44, so this is probably the last play of the game. Ward's gonna have to just chuck it deep and pray they get lucky with a penalty, but they don't, so the Titans are Super Bowl champions. Someone's gotta go tell RBT this happened. And that's gonna do it for today's video. If you wanna watch more, click one of the videos floating on screen right now. I'll see you guys soon. Be good people.